Thokozani Gognoma here. Welcome to Learning with Noma. I am back with another lesson, maybe continuing on the previous lesson of the importance of cleansing our ancestors. If you are new to the channel, you can go and check it out. It's the video before this one. The importance of cleansing our ancestors, that was the topic. And today I'm going to talk about the reasons why, and it might not be all of the reasons, but I'm just going to try to cover as much as I can remember as I'm speaking, of the reasons why we will need to cleanse our ancestors. If you're new to the channel, welcome, Badimo Child. This is your online learning classroom. In this classroom, I'm sharing my own experiences, hoping that I will help encourage you to share your own stories, and those that are still walking the journey and trying to find themselves, I hope that I can be of assistance and I can give guidance. I am merely here to share from my own experiences, and yeah, I'm here to learn from you as much as I'm here to give lessons to you. It is Learning with Noma because we are learning together. So if you like the content in the video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe so that you do not miss out on any new lessons that I am putting in the channel. So the reason why one would need to, or the reason why we need to cleanse our ancestors, not just those who are called, and when I say those who are called, we will talk about that again one day, because being here in this lifetime, one, we all come bearing gifts, and therefore we are called into this life. But when we talk about it at a spiritual, in a spiritual context, at a physical level, we know that when we talk about the called, the sangomas, the prophets, the mediums, you name it, those that somehow becomes the middleman between us and the spirit realm. But the cleansing of ancestors is not only limited, or we are not only the chosen ones. There are people who can come with problems, and when as a healer you are looking at the problem, you realize that it is closely deep. It is a closet deep. It is something that cannot just be about this person that is doing it, but it actually talks generation after generation after generation. And even when you are doing the cleansing for this particular person in this lifetime, you need to include those that came before this person that also went through the same trauma. So the reasons why we heal, or the reasons why we cleanse our ancestors, is to heal those ancestral wounds, those wounds that we carry in this lifetime sometimes, that actually are not just of this lifetime. Hence, when you come to a spiritual healer, we call it a spiritual consultation, and we ask spirit for the root cause of the problem that we are facing. Because if we just look at the problem, I'll make an example of addiction, and it can be any type of addiction. If we only look at the addiction, and I am maybe saying, let me give you imbiza, uyopalaza, upeta, so that you can stop drinking alcohol. You're an alcoholic, you're addicted, you can't sleep at night, you even wake up in the middle of the night just to go and have, dumping, and first thing in the morning before you go to work, you have to drink something, otherwise you'll be shaking, you can't function. We always look at the root cause of the problem. We don't pay attention. That is, for me, the difference between the medical, the Western way of healing, and our indigenous ways of healing. When you come, and I'm Sister Noma, and I'm a casualty, I'm going to ask you, your signs and symptoms, and then I will be asking, oh, you have a headache, when did it start, what? But I don't even look at, or most of the time you find that with history taking, especially now with the business of our health care facilities and short staff of the short staff that we are experiencing, we don't even sit down to say, okay, so this headache keeps coming, what triggers the headache? Like, when you are what have you noticed about the headache? Does it start in the morning? Okay, does it start in the evening? Is it lighting? Is it when you've eaten certain foods? And so it's never about the what caused the issue. It's okay, the issue is here, how do we solve it? In the Western side, it's always about how do we solve it, and even the solving of it, it's temporary, because if you don't go to the root cause of the disease, then you will never permanently eliminate the disease. It will be somehow just subsiding, but it will still come back. What do you mean, Gogo? For an example, people who have migraines, you're going to come to the hospital, there's a headache, probably going to give you Panado, and okay, fine, Panado, it's going to maybe work for the first time you go, you come back, and the headache is still there, and then we start giving you maybe something stronger like Tramasets, Maybelline. We go into the drug cupboard now, we start opening the drug cupboard and we give you those strong things. Then we even now find, oh no, this person has been coming now for 4 days a week, and it's the same thing. The doctor takes you in, you do EEGs, you start being given migraines, the migraine tablets, which Migril, I think, and then you will start even maybe being given IV medication, admitted in the hospital to give you strong IV medication. Then we release you on this high dosed analgesic tablets that are even scheduled at times. You start seeing people being on Oxynorum, Oxycontin, all these drugs just to keep the pain away, which are highly addictive. But we don't really go to the root cause to say, but why does this person experience this headaches? Which is the difference in the indigenous space. Yes, I might give you umbemi so just so that the headache can come down, but I'm still going to ask spirit to say, why is your child having problems with this headache? The most important thing when we start with the healing of our ancestral wounds, we need to understand the importance of acknowledgement, because once you acknowledge there's a problem, only then can you start healing it. And this is one of the reasons why we would then need to cleanse our ancestors, to heal those ancestral wounds, to say, you know what, Gogo, yes, I hear you, yes, I see the headache, but what is the headache for? And if Gogo would say, hey, gahle, we're trying to speak to you in dreams, you don't hear us, the blockage is coming from this and this and this that you're doing, then I also had this problem of a headache. Mhlambe Gogo didn't. Many of you come with these questions to say, my grandmother didn't twasa, they didn't practice with the gift, they didn't even do anything, but now she's coming back and giving it to me, and she's coming back with that headache because that's what was the problem with her, and now it's a problem with you because she didn't use the gift. Now we need to cleanse her, cleanse you, so that the gift can then be given, and then you can function. And as we are healing the wounds of our ancestors, I think, as I'm saying, that the most important thing again to remember is, with this healing and cleansing, we need to restore balance and harmony in everything that sorry, something is disturbing my view. Okay. In everything that we are doing, as we are healing our ancestral wounds, we need to remember that the ultimate goal should be to, the reason why we are doing the cleansing is to restore balance and harmony. And this is, as I said, somebody who didn't finish ephetweni, somebody who didn't practice in the gift that they had. This is to resolve those issues, those unfinished business. We are trying to finish them. And as I'm saying this, also it's important, and I'll do a lesson on this, to again emphasize that we do not twasa Gogo Omkhulu, but we twasa the spirit. We go through the initiation process because of the gift that the spirit is giving, the spirit that we came carrying has, and Gogo Mkulu becomes the representative of the spirit because they functioned, or they were supposed to function with the gift when they were alive. And whether they did or they did not, at the end of the day, they still have to hand over the gift to somebody else. And you being the chosen one in this lifetime, then we will cleanse to bring that balance and harmony between spirit and the physical realm, to say, yes, spirit, we know the relationship was not built, you didn't get to function in her lifetime, therefore you are being handed over. But she's handing over something that she also doesn't understand, that she didn't build a relationship with. All she knows is, I'm handing you over the spiritual gift, it's of healing. Now you need to start afresh to first even find guidance in how the spirit is going to be used. But for Gogo to truly guide you, if she didn't function with the spirit, we need to cleanse so that there is balance between the physical representative of the gift and the gift itself. And then you'll find that other reasons could be the improper burials, because at the moment, most of us, we were very much, or we are still very much, in the religious circle where even rituals after somebody has passed on are not done. When we go to the funeral parlor on Friday, we need to go lo hlapisa setupu. We simply go there with water and have a slap, and that's what we do. Not understanding that even that concept itself of going to prepare the body is a ritual. And in the olden days, there would be herbs for each family different impande zasekhaya that would be used to cleanse this body. And there would be even certain things that the person, depending on your culture and your beliefs, that this person would be given in their hand, so that when they go to the other side, they've had the physical experience, they can go and with the understanding that as it is in heaven, so is on earth, that whenever you go there, please provide, here's the seed, see our plans, and so the fact that now we just go Kanakongwe, it's not even, and again looking at towards the experience that we have had in the past few years, your COVID, where even the bodies were not seen. You'll just hear that your parent passed and that was the last time you saw them. You would never be able to go and see them ever in the mortuary. The casket will come and you won't even be able to open it. Some were not even lucky to be near the grave when their loved one went down. You didn't get to put the soil in the grave. A lot of things when it comes to improper burial rituals in this lifetime. And maybe then the Dlozi will come back, or Ugogo Umkulu will come back, and we will need to do certain cleansings for Gogo Omkhulu to just help remove blockages and any negative energies that we were not able to remove at the time of their burial. And by us doing these rituals and unblocking these blockages and removing all these energies that do not serve her as a spirit, we are in turn again and blocking the flow of blessings and connection and communication with our ancestors. So when we do all this, we are helping them to so that our ancestors can function to provide the protection that they need to provide, the guidance, the wisdom, so that they can be there at a spiritual level to serve us in a way that is going to empower us and not destroy us. Because the minute it was a figure and it starts giving you, or spiritual guiders come and they start giving you desires of things that are self-destructing and not building, then there's something that is wrong. We need to go and see what has gone wrong. We need to go and see what is the wound that they carry, what is the blockage that they come with, what is the negative energy, why is the negative energy prevailing over good energy. So we inquire, hence I'm talking about when you come for a spiritual consultation, we ask spirit what is not in alignment. We don't come and say, you go, I can't find a job. And then because you can't find a job, I'm just like, okay, here's Mkanya Kude. Here is Tawazani. Here is Mkanya Kude. Here is whatever Tamolu Shapa. Tawazani. Here is all these mutis, and we just start bathing with umuti without even inquiring what is the root cause. Why are you struggling to find? The why is important when it comes to spirit, because when we know why, then we will know what kind of ritual we need to do, and we will understand what is the expected outcome after we have done this ritual. Because yes, I can give you Kanyakude, you can go and get that job, but 2 years down the line, you've lost the job again. If even worse, you might even go and influence other people's energies. The company gets bankrupt now. 100 people because of one person that comes with this energy that they carry that was not healed at a root cause, then destroys the whole thing. The other reasons, not everything that we do when it comes to the cleansing of our ancestors, also, I think I need to say, will revolve around, I've said negativity, around negative things in terms of what I've said now. I mean, I spoke about healing ancestral wounds, acknowledging the wound, healing them, and healing these wounds, because we will need to restore peace and balance, and also the removing of all these blockages and negative energies because of rituals that are not done well. And also with that, we'll talk about that topic of them, this concept of, but Jana, she ran away from it. Why does she want me to do it? We need to remember the time that they were living in, guys. We also need to remember that, yes, maybe they were coming out of this era, but how were they nurtured in their lives? What were they taught? What was religion to them compared to African spirituality? A lot of us are learning how there is no evil and darkness, and because that's all we know about African spirituality, African healing, and we don't even pray to our ancestors, so there's a lot of things that we also need to go into when you are cleansing an ancestor, or when you are connecting with the ancestor, to ask, okay, Gogo, I hear you come carrying this wound of that you ran away from Ipehlo. Come and sit down with the ancestor, interrogate spirit and say, Gogo, I've heard that wena unokena kereke. Gogo, I've heard that you were, an elder in the church and you didn't practice these things. But honestly, we can interrogate spirit, and many a times you find that, yes, at a face level, bogogo nabomkhulu were churchgoers, bogogo nabomkhulu were elders of the church, but they still had a corner where they would go and they would acknowledge amadlozi wabo. But because of the life that they were, or the environment or the government that was there at that time governing them, they could not fully express themselves. And if I fully express myself to Noma, I don't know who Noma is going to go to and tell, and I don't know what kind of trouble that would get me and my family. And again, even with their parents, where religion may be started, we don't sometimes even interrogate the fact that maybe Abogogo stopped teaching about Upahla, amadlozi, because they were protecting their offsprings. If you don't know it, you won't ask about it, you won't do it, you won't get into trouble. And right now, they are coming back because those barriers are no longer there. But they are coming back with the need for us to fully help them transition into who they were originally, or to who they truly are at their essence. Things that they couldn't practice in the physical realm that hindered them to function fully in the spiritual realm. So when you cleanse your ancestors in a way, another reason could be just to honor your ancestors, just to honor and to show respect, to say, Bogogo na bomkhulu, I come to honor and to show respect, because I know that even in the face level runaway from Ipehlo, even in the face level, Mina, my gogo, the one that I'm named after, what was awayenza konke, and she did not practice Sangoma. She was still a healer, but she didn't practice Sangoma because she said, I've done all the rites of passages. The spirit, I know I've got a personal relationship with the spirit, but because of the life that I am, or the government that I'm under right now, I cannot fully function. Otherwise, I'll be hanged, I'll be taken for life imprisonment, I'll be called a witch, people will come and ban me in my house. But I need to honor and respect that, because she still functioned in the gift and she still healed people, but she had to adapt her ways to the times at which she was living. So when I cleanse her, and when I talk about cleansing, again, I've said it in the previous video, we're not just talking about me underwater, umutu ufagiwe, and I am washing the body. No, cleansing rituals can be different things. The thing is, when we look at cleansing, yes, water is mostly the source that we would all, think of. Yes, I have to steam, I have to bath, but that is why umuntu makangena ephehlweni, then we interrogate spirit to say thokoza gogo, or even when we are here in Xolweni, we interrogate spirit to say, okay, thokoza gogo, ngwana lona untsalo ranjiti. And right now in Xolweni, I can see that this person is not gonna go entwasweni, but why then GT? And then you take it out from it being a sangoma cloth, but being actually an ancestral cloth, and understanding what that flower in itself, how does it relate, the color, the what, and you understand no is because, listen my child, wena papa ga o baleile, yes, o tswa ko Mozambique, mama ha o tswa o kopanile na ko Free State, ke Mosotho wa Lesotho. All these divisions, when we are asking you to buy this city, bring us into your space, honor us, know that when you are partnering with this cloth, or when you're doing this, because in the physical realm, that's what you associated with us as a nation from this corner of the world. This is what we are doing. And when you give this person, you are actually honoring and showing respect, etlosini, which forms part and parcel of this title, Cleansing Ancestors. The honoring and the respect. Other times, ugogo mkhulu uyafika, please wear uhlalo bunjena for me, not because you're gonna wear it for the rest of your life, but just to say, please honor and show respect to me, heal my wounds. And I had a problem with the arm, and in order for you to heal my arm, this is the kind of bead that will help strengthen. That is why you had the stroke. This is why you are having, the TIAs, the transient ischemic attacks, and it feels like you're going to have the stroke, is because of my own wound. I got injured. My hand was injured, but it wasn't a natural thing. It was kai mama mushigashik. And that is why you would wear the bead. And when the time is done, you'll find and then when the bead is now loosened, you want to go back and tie it, because hey, go but you don't know why. And that's why we end up holding on to things and keeping them in our spaces or even on our bodies, when our ancestors are long done with them. And instead of removing one, we add one on top of the other, one on top of the other. When we inquire from spirit and we do things by their guidance, we will understand that spirit cannot, or somehow, let me not even say cannot, because that is so permanent, but spirit most of the time comes and it's a cycle, and when the cycle ends, you need to start a new thing. The other reason why we would cleanse our ancestors is to facilitate growth. When I was ephehlweni, I couldn't use the phone. Me entering into the Ndumba, the phone, I did say about 5. I don't know whether it was on a live or in the previous lesson, but I went through 5 cell phones until we decided, when I was until we decided that no, you know what, you'll get a cell phone when you get home, when you're homecoming, we're done. And today 80% of my consultations are online every month. People come when they come for their rituals, cleansings, and but a lot of things I do them virtually. And yes, I had to sit down with my ancestors. Yes, guys, I had to sit down nabogogo nabomkhulu and say, okay, who is against technology and why? And I had to, those little things that you don't take for the fact that you don't understand why Gognoma is on YouTube teaching. Go interrogate your spirit. Why are you stagnant? Because spirit can never be stagnant. Spirit evolves. Spirit adapts. Why are you not allowing me to grow? Gogo mkhulu, why must I still, even now I can't use the cell phone, I can't use a laptop, I can't go to school. Why, Gogo? Why are you against spiritual growth? And some reasons for Idlozi to say asifuna umntana wethu aye esikolweni, guys, some of them, believe me, they are valid. And even me sitting here, I'm just like, okay, Mkhulu, as long as you're there and you're gonna provide, and they get the business going and everything is fine. Because we have people who dropped out at the very early in school, but they are thriving even more than us who finished and have degrees and post degrees and your masters, your PhDs, because they are walking with ancestors that are cleansed, that come and they bring what they are supposed to bring. And they come to facilitate growth in the physical realm, because spiritually they are well. So what I'm saying is that sometimes we need to understand when something does not sit right with you and it's happening in your space. It doesn't have to be as hectic as addiction. It doesn't have to be as hectic as alcohol. It doesn't have to be as hectic as I'm gifted, now I'm struggling. Those simple things that also hinder your own progression in life, your growth. Sit down and say, but why? People are growing, people are having businesses, people are having this. I was at close. Come, let's talk. Mkhulu Gogo, I hear ukuthi Mkhulu ube unana le dikgomo le dinku, and then all of a sudden everything yashabalala. What happened? Come, let's sit, let's talk. What do we need to correct in this lifetime to make sure that that wealth, that the life that you had can still come back and we can still live it? Because something went wrong. What went wrong? Come and tell us. We are here, we are availing ourselves, or I'm here, I'm availing myself as a child. How do I fix those wrongs? How do I heal those wounds? I need you to tell me so that I can acknowledge them, and once I've acknowledged them, then I can be able to heal you. It's important to have those conversations. And like I say, we don't always have to wait for big things. Had cars and houses and this and that. All of a sudden, I'm renting. I don't even have a house of my own. Kanjani, what happened? Come, let's sit. Another reason why we need to do the cleansings is to also fulfill. It is to fulfill that spiritual assignment, or that spiritual I'm looking for the right word, spiritual obligation, the one that took you from the spirit realm to come. And get to, we all understand that one, whether you're in religion, whether you're in African spirituality, there's one thing that we agree on. When we left the spiritual realm, there was an agreement of why we are coming into this earth. Some of the things, when they happen, you're like reminded. You agreed to it. You said, yes, I'll take this assignment, and then this was the family that was allocated for you in order for you to complete the assignment that was given to you. So we need to cleanse the ancestors, so that when they hand over the spirit is able to come and fulfill its assignment and its obligation. I said, Asitwasi, Ugogo, and Kulu, they are just custodians, meaning that as a guardian of this gift that was handed over to you, I will need to cleanse you, because when now you ran away from Ipehlo, when you were even, telling people this is evil, this is whatever, you didn't know any better. So that when I take the gift from you, then I am not, as your descendant, influenced by your opinions, but I come and take the spirit as pure as it is, so that I can in this lifetime function with the gift to make sure I fulfill the assignment. And again, I'm not influenced by your negative physical knowledge and behaviors, but you come as a spirit looking at things from a spiritual view and giving me guidance on how to restore harmony and balance, and to make sure that I strengthen the connection between all who carried this gift and all those that I'm still going to be handing over the gift to as the now custodian or the now guardian of the gift. I hope that, I think, with this one, let me make it the last reason. And please feel free to leave comments to say, Gogo, yes, and also this, and also this. These are the reasons why we need to cleanse our ancestors. Guys, when I'm saying these reasons, I'm putting umbrella on them. I am not going to say you will cleanse your ancestors because they ran away from Ipehlo. That is not the reason you will cleanse the ancestor. The reason behind the running away from Ipehlo is what we are looking for. Gogo, why did you not complete your journey Ephehlweni? Then we know the root cause of that action. I hope that makes sense. I hope you hear me. Gogo ran away from Ipehlo. That is not the reason why we are cleansing you. That is the result that would have been given by the reason that we are going to find out when we inquire edlozini ukuthi Gogo wabaleka kanjani, wabalekelani Ephehlweni. Then when Gogo says this is the reason why I had to run, that is the root cause. Abanye uzothola ukuthi Gogo didn't finish because uKobela was abusive. And now, if we know your Gogo's Kobela was abusive, and we need to deal with the wound that Gogo carried, that I'll never go back because these Kobelas are abusive, we are going to be able to help even prevent you going to an abusive Kobela. Because the very same cycle can happen. You are like, yes, I surrender. Hey, I'm going Ephehlweni. Gogo, no, I understand. She didn't know any better. I'm going. And then uthola ukuthi, hey, Gogo noma uzokuthuka morning to night. Nawe usho ukuthi hayi ngithe ngiyanyamezela kodwa ngitse ke re wa tseba ke mamella mara le nna ke motho ana le pasa le hona a hodileng mme wa bana. I cannot be disrespected like this by another woman. And because the reason for the runaway was not diagnosed, then this is a cycle that will again continuously in the family repeat itself. Singabelaphi before abokobela. We are healers before mentors. And it is so important, even as one who is called, to not be in a hurry to enter into the process of initiation, and first understand that we need to take time to heal the wounds of those that you walk with, those guardians, that council of ancestors that's gonna be guiding you in this journey. And once we have found out all. And yes, guys, sometimes it's not really gonna be possible to find all the wounds at once, but if we can at least start healing, other times they don't even come up with their problems, but we need to, there's certain ways, there's certain rituals, there's certain things that we do as abokobele, as healers, as abangoma, that will direct us when we are leading you, or when we are guiding and facilitating your journey. And it is important for you to also be patient when I say to you, Thokoza gogo, yes, I hear you, I know you are gifted, I know it, and ngempela wena uzothwasa, there's no other way through it. But started this 3 months. This 3 months we are going to be working on you as a person, because now I hear you've been divorced, I hear you've got a child or 2 children, different fathers not taking care of the children, each of them. There's no way 2 men can come and do the same thing to you. If one was not taking in the other, that's understand. So let's look at those things first that are at surface level, and then see why they are happening at a spiritual level. Then maybe after 3 months, counseling done, and now we are really sure this is a calling, then we can start. And we come with our wounds wrapped in the bandages, because some won't heal as quickly. And as we go through the journey, we know which wounds we are dealing with. I was at THO the previous month, and we were talking about mental health awareness, and the most important question, and I'm going to make a lesson about that very soon, was to say, how do you distinguish between somebody who is spiritually gifted and someone who is mentally unwell? It's a good question, guys, because right now, sihleli here on YouTube, and we are like, if you've got isithunywa, these are the signs that you will have. And yes, some of them very valid, but also we need not to take away the validness of people who are going through mental health problems. And because now they see that this things that I'm presenting with can fit, you need to take it, otherwise things will fall apart, and they'll continue falling apart, instilling the spirit of fear in you. Then people also fall into that. Umuntu afike to abaleke, or uthole ukuthi umuntu does not do what they're supposed to do, because kahle kahle they're in an environment where they're not supposed to be. This person did not need to twasa. You just needed to cleanse idlozi lakhe. And once the dlozi is cleansed, then this person can go back and they can function in their gift that does not require for them to twasa. Let me end there. But my children, let us understand that the reasons why we would cleanse our ancestors is to help bring back the balance and the harmony, is to also help maintain a healthy environment and relationship between us and spirit. That is why even as umgoma, after years of intwaso nani, there's still rituals that I need to do at certain times of the year, after certain types of treatments, or after certain types of rituals. I cannot go ngiyosebenza umzimba womuntu and just come back and work endumbeni. I cannot go sebetsa libitla and just come back and work endumbeni. I cannot go kilo femba mutsi and just come back and work endumbeni after ngisuicide. I cannot just go and femba mutu and then without cleansing myself after such thing, even on a daily. And in my space, please understand, when I even talk about the cleansing, it's not even about Muriana and just having a long day of consultations. I cannot just get up and get in the house and function as a mother now. There are certain cleansing practices that I will do. For an example, let's say I cannot even get a chance. I worked so busy and I cannot even get a chance to take a shower or bath before I go get my child from school. I take my Palo Santo. This is me. I'm cleansing my energy. I'm removing all energies that are not serving of me, all energies that I've captured as I am healing those that came into my space through consultations, because healing for me starts in the consultation. And I'm preparing myself to be centered and to return back to self and to be in balance and in harmony, the physical realm and the spiritual realm needs to understand that yes, I'm a vessel to be used, but now may I please return back to being Noma Khosi's mom. That is me. I've cleansed, I'm fine, I'm gone. I go get my child. My energies are balanced. Maybe even 60 seconds of just breathing in new energy, breathing out, releasing the old energy. Because even as I breathe in, I'm breathing oxygen for my body to use, and I'm exhaling carbon dioxide that has been used in metabolism processes that I no longer need, but I know the trees are going to use for their own good. That is cleansing. So let us understand the importance of cleansing our ancestors, the representatives of the spiritual gifts that we carry, and let us honor and show respect. Let us cleanse them to heal the past. Let us cleanse them to heal the past, so that as we are healing the past through these ancestral rituals that we're doing, we deal with all the unresolved issues. We release all the unresolved issues and energies. Let us cleanse our ancestors to honor the present. Being here in this present, let us do the correct rituals for them by inquiring from them what is not at ease, what is not in harmony, what is not in balance. Therefore, allowing us to perform those rituals that are going to be correct for that particular ancestor. They might both be runaways from Ephelweni, but their reasons are not going to be the same. And when you know the root cause, that means when you know the reason why, then you'll be able to perform the right ritual. Let us learn to honor the present by giving a full inquiry to Spirit. And from that inquiry, take what we come out with and run with it. And not have a one-size-fits-all, because it can never be. If we are true and we come in truth and we are truly saying we want to heal the ancestor's wound, then let us inquire from that ancestor what it is that we need to do for them. Let us honor the present by performing the right rituals in order for us to make sure that we maintain that spiritual balance and harmony, or that balance and harmony between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. Above all, let us understand that by doing these cleansings, we are paving the way for a brighter tomorrow for the generations that come after us, because then we'll be able to give them spiritual gifts that are free of burdens, free of shackles, free of anything that does not talk balance and harmony, free of dark energies and blockages. Let us heal the past, let us honor the present, and let us pave the way for those that are coming after us tomorrow. I am Gognoma, and this is Learning with Noma. I know the questions are going to come. Gogo, how do I cleanse Tlozi? Please hear me well. I did say we need to inquire from Spirit. So for each spirit, it will be different things. But I will share lessons on maybe guidance on how this can be done, maybe even for those that are already in the spiritual journey. So Pumile Phelweni, and all of a sudden your ancestor is asking for something, and you ask yourself, do I go back to Baba? Do I do it? How? Why is now? Why what? But that will be a lesson that I'm going to upload in the members only side. So yes, Padimo child, if you feel you are gaining from already this classroom, please click the join button at 99 Rand per month. I'll be sharing pages from my diary. I'll be diving in deep when it comes to the lessons of spirit, especially the how. On this side, I'll probably be talking more about the whys, the reasons, the importance of the this, but the how of doing things, they'll be on the other side, on the flip side. And I'm hoping that also as 2025 comes to, I'll be able to give you exclusive interviews with some beautiful teachers that I'm also learning from. Some I know at a personal level, some I'm still to build relationships with them, but I am learning a lot from them. And when I say spiritual teachers, yes, I mean abangoma, mediums, even pastors. So yes, I'm a spiritual being. I'm here to I'm here to experience I'm here to experience spirit in this physical dimension, and I want to experience spirit in all forms and all. Listen, the physical experience, I see it, the tangible, I see it, but I want to also have the spiritual experience right here, right now. My heaven here on earth. I'm not going to wait to go somewhere else to experience heaven. Right here on earth, I want to experience my heaven. I'm Gog Noma. This is Learning with Noma. I hope that you found the lesson beneficial. Share, 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 share. A lesson learned in this classroom is a lesson shared. I hope to see you next time when we again delve into another beautiful topic and we unpack it and spirit leads us. You are loved, but child. Lisedi. Khanya.